Remember during the debate when Trump got fact-checked by that ABC moderator for claiming that violent crime levels were rising?
Crime is down all over the world except here. Crime here is up and through the roof. Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, crime in this country is through the roof. And we have a new form of crime. It's called migrant crime. And it's happening at levels that nobody thought possible.
President Trump, as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country.
The assertion that violent crime in America, despite abundant evidence to the contrary, has actually been falling has become a central narrative for leftists and campaign Kamala. Yeah, one problem with that: it's not true. Just weeks before the US election, the FBI has quietly admitted it. They initially claimed violent crime in 2022 had dropped by 2.1%. Now they've revised the figures to show it actually increased by 4.5%. And here's the thing, they only quietly mentioned that the numbers had been updated. And you have to go in and download the file, then manually compare it to the previous year's data to confirm the fact that it increased. You'd think that with this being a core election issue, in the name of democracy, they'd want to make it clear to voters. What am I saying? This is the FBI we're talking about. They obviously hoped they could just slip it out quietly on the down low without anybody noticing. Well, unfortunately for them and Kamala Harris, people have noticed. And it really brings to the forefront the scale of this when you look at the actual number of different crimes that weren't originally included. And if the 2022 numbers turned out to be fake, how can we trust them on the 2023 numbers, where they also claimed violent crime saw a decrease? Polls routinely showed that a huge majority of Republicans and even most Democrats thought crime was increasing. They could see it with their own eyes. The National Crime Victimization Survey, which interviews nearly 250,000 Americans on their personal experiences, and crucially includes unreported crimes, indicated that violent crime under the Biden-Harris administration had actually risen by a whopping 55.4%. Thing is, we already knew the crime stats were faulty without the FBI having to quietly admit it 3 weeks before the election, because accurate stats from the NYPD and the LAPD were not included in the 2022 data, leading the FBI to simply guess what they might be. In reality, violent crime in America has been surging for years, and if voters were fully informed about the true numbers, a Kamala Harris defeat would be virtually guaranteed. This is yet another example of how the fact-checker industrial complex serves not to correct misinformation, but to create and spread it in order to influence elections in favour of establishment political candidates like Kamala Harris. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.